Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Star Trek Online, where we're here once again with the Bunker Hill, Captain Nalina, and her Valleint Crew to do some more exploration as the Bunker Hill, well, more than likely exploding, because that's all they send the Bunker Hill to do nowadays. But we're off to do some shit. And that is what we shall be doing. Hello, Delta, how are you? The Thief are not expendable. They are valiant soldiers who are important to the entirety of the Super Earth's military. Anyway, we're off to go do this mission.
Oh, thank you for coming, my friend. Things were looking quite grim before your arrival. The Mokai vessels attacked without warning. Be mindful of their flagship. It has a superweapon of unknown origin, and it is devastating.
Both of them to attack Andoria in the heart of the Federation.
Indeed. We'll need to act fast if we're going to save Andoria.
Very well, what can you tell us about the Raiders?
The Mokai ships are old, but they've been retrofitted with modern technology. Matriarch Ja'ula has been busy since her arrival from the 23rd century. Look, this cowardly attack took us by surprise. We need to deal with these raiders before that superweapon gets turned on my homeworld. Agreed?
Agreed, we're moving to assist. What do you mean, is the audio broken? You're gonna have to be more fucking specific than that. Fuck. Alright, give me a moment. God damn it. They updated the fucking stream manager thing for the Twitch app, and for some reason now it doesn't like it doesn't like, you know how when you're watching YouTube videos your phone will stay awake? It used to do that, but for the stream manager, but now apparently it just doesn't do that. That's fucking annoying. Ow! Oh, you absolute bastards. Ow! Oh, alternate timeline selves have come to save us again. There they are. Incoming. Ow. Not at the moment. Okay, and apparently also on Discord, the fucking, the streamer mode didn't turn on automatically. Fun to see that all this shit is just not fucking working. Oh, there ain't much of a fleet left to assist. Apparently they're all dead. Good job, guys. 10 out of 10 work. They all perished, and now I'm the only one left to deal with the Mokai here. Oh, you absolute piece of shit. Ah, fucking. Pain. Ah, more pain. Alternate timeline self, they've come to save us again. More because this is kind of pathetic, but still. Well, you know, they tried. Oh hey, the Hoffman's still here. They're trying. Come on, guys, hit the fucking target. What do I pay you for? Oh, this is probably gonna hurt a bit. Oh, by the way, dilithium. That's something we need to remember about. Over to the Admiralty tab. Please tell me there's a little bit. There is a little bit. Not much. $150 dilithium. That's all we got. Boy, this is gonna be a pain.
Thanks for the assist. Our engines are damaged, but we'll join as soon as we can.
What do you mean? You're dead. I don't see you anywhere. We'll join you as soon as you can. There's space dust. I don't even know how we're having this fucking conversation. Ow. Double ow. Absolute bastard.
Wow.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, sir.
Hello, Perch, I think. Sorry. Sorry if not correct.
You know,
I can't
you're not.
fucking, I can't fucking look at my thing and you're making nonsense gibberish at the moment.
It's our taxi.
Oh, on screening at the moment. Just so you know. Ow.
Oh.
Fuck. Ow. Damn it. Shut up, Delta. Stop being amused by this. I'm about to receive a lot of pain. Ow. And I blew up again. Ouch. Anyway, how are you?
I'm doing good. I just wanted to stop in and say hi. And ask if you had a good day at work.
It went well. Good damn it, now they're back up to full health. Good health. Oh, that's about to hurt. Oh, ow, there comes the pain again.
Helen?
Ow. Of course, as I get over here, it fucking regens to full health. God damn it. Another bloody explosion. Which one's the damaged one? I gotta hope I get over there before it fucking decides that I've been away too long and it needs to regenerate all of its fucking health. Oh shit. Ow. Fucking absolute stupid ability that thing has. Oh hey, I'm gonna die. Yep, should have seen that one. Delta, I will take away your popcorn replicator privileges. Oh, yeah, I'm dead again. God damn it. Fucking Heart of Starfleet, as usual. No fucking ships nearby other than the main protagonist and maybe one or two other ships. Usual Starfleet affairs. That's a lot of fucking explosions.
Don't worry about us. The fleet needs your help more than we can.
We've driven off the Mokai, but they left a very disturbing problem in their wake. We're not exactly sure what that rift is, or what it's capable of. I need answers to those questions. Andoria is my home, and I won't let it come to harm on my watch.
We'll get to the bottom of this, Captain.
My readings are showing a distinct biological presence with qualities similar in many ways to that of fungi. Very intriguing. I'm afraid astromycology is not my specialty. I believe we'll need to consult with an expert in the field if we're to solve this riddle quickly.
Experts in astronomicology are Did you just rotate a bit? Like, you just suddenly rotated like this? I saw it out of the corner of my eye. Anyway, are uncommon.
I realize the scientific aspects of the rift are fascinating, but let's not forget this thing appeared as a result of Ja'ula firing her new weapon. It's not benign. It's meant to do harm. The way I see it, this rift is a ticking time bomb, and we need to shut it down before it explodes. Period.
I agree.
My science team has isolated a series of research files that could help us. They're old, from the mid-23rd century. Interesting. A good number of them are classified by Starfleet Command. At the highest level.
Why would Starfleet classify astronomicology research?
That's a damn good question. Not sure I want to know the answer. Look, finding an astromycologist from this century and getting them up to speed on this will take time, and we don't have a lot of that. I propose we create a holographic simulation of the author of these files and put it to work on the problem.
Sounds like a plan, Captain.
Good. Let's meet here on the Hoffman. I'll talk to Starfleet about gaining access to these research notes. See you soon.
On my way. Alright, team, let's beam over.
Welcome aboard. Hope you're ready to go to work, because we have a lot of work to tackle and very little time to do it in.
Any updates on the rift?
Some. My people believe we're looking at some kind of quantum-level mycelial thread. Basically a giant extra-dimensional fungus. A giant extra-dimensional fungus that somehow serves as a portal into another plane of existence.
So, how do we close this portal?
We're working on that with you, the Lucari, and hopefully the hologram we're about to deploy. Let's hope they have the data we need to get the job done.
To the holodeck, then. My way team can meet up when we know what we're doing next.
Okay, let's get started. I'll initiate the basic holomatrix while you upload and integrate the relevant personality and research data.
Understood.
Okay, merging your data with the core holomatrix. Now, computer, initiate program Papa Sierra 1.
Starfleet. I should have known. There's no way in hell I'm letting you weaponize my work. Also, I don't appreciate being kidnapped, drafted, whatever this is.
Damn it. The simulation isn't accessing data from his Starfleet career. Computer, initiate full security override on my authority.
Hello? Is your universal translator working? Anyone? Who's in charge here? You? It's you, isn't it?
That should do it. Computer, reinitialize program.
Please state the nature of the mycelial emergency.
I will admit, this is kind of fun, but, I still hate Disco.
You know, I was afraid something like this would happen. I told Strahl that our work could get twisted into some sort of weapon. I never expected the Klingons would be the ones doing the twisting.
There's a transdimensional portal that seems fungal in nature.
Give me a second. Reviewing your current data. Got it. Okay, we need to know more about the probes this time-traveling Klingon fired into the mycelial network. I'll run some simulations, see what I can find out.
Delta, you know how well that went on Star Trek TNG. Don't go making holograms of people. What can you tell us about the mycelial network?
It's a subspace realm that spans the entire multiverse. That's our universe and all other quantum realities all connected to the network. The network contains the roots of a certain type of fungus, and if you know how, you can use the spores of that fungus to access the network. I'm one of the few people to figure out how to do that, by the way. I'm assuming that's why I'm here now.
Among other reasons, yes.
The Discovery was equipped with a spore drive, and with it, we were able to travel immense distances almost instantaneously, thanks to the network. It wasn't always an exact science, though. You weren't careful, you could wind up in another dimension, or another time.
I warned you, Delta. Anyway, glad we're able to call on your expertise.
All right, any more questions, or shall we get back to work?
How dangerous is Jul's weapon?
I need more data on this Klingon superweapon, but if I were to guess, I'd say it's meant to disrupt a localized section of the network. That disruption, in turn, damages the corresponding section in our universe. Problem is, damage in the mycelial network tends to spread and grow in magnitude. Unchecked, this type of attack could spread through the entire network, which would be very bad.
Exactly how bad are we talking about here?
Bad on an apocalyptic scale. Simply put, if she keeps doing this, she could bring an end to all life in all universes.
Understood. I feel the stakes have just been raised considerably.
All right, any more questions, or shall we get back to work?
Let's get to work.
Nice touch. I'd have been fine with a lab from this century, but it's the thought that counts, I suppose. I'm gonna run some calibration tests. I'll need you to handle the radiation and spore saturation levels.
How will that work?
I'll start the calibration, then the monitors will show you the level of radiation and spore saturation in the chamber. You'll need to adjust it up or down as we go. Don't let it get too high or too low. If the levels go out of bounds, I'll have to reset the simulation. That's annoying, so don't do it.
Got it.
The simulation is picking up speed. Stay sharp. All right, we're good here. Let me take a look at the results. Interesting. First thing, we can use the rift to transport into the mycelial network, which is good because we need to go there to figure out what this Ja'ula is up to.
Come again?
Sorry, got ahead of myself there. I'm detecting radiation coming from the rift of a type unique to 23rd century Klingon tech. It's probably coming from those probes Ja'ula shot into the network. Whatever they're doing in there, it's probably not for the benefit of life, the universe, and everything.
Understood. Next moves?
Sounds like we need to send an away team into this mycelial network to gather more data on the problem and deal with whatever House Mokai is doing there. I'll set up a mobile emitter so Stamets here can go along. I have a feeling we'll need his expertise on the other side of that rift.
Understood. Let's do it. Hey, I don't just do menial stuff.
All right, transporter's ready and standing by to beam you into the mycelial network. I took the liberty of sending your ship the adjustments. Your away team will be ready to join you there. Just say the word when you're ready to go.
We're ready. We'll contact you if anything goes wrong.
Good luck in there. We'll be monitoring from here. Energize.
Ah. Well, good thing we didn't fucking do any sort of research into figuring out whether or not we'll need fucking space suits in here. Good thing we can just fucking breathe.
Welcome to the mycelial network. All right, we don't have a lot of time. Between her weapon and whatever tech she's put in here, Ja'ula's done a lot of damage. We need to put a stop to it before it gets too far gone. Let's head toward those Klingon energy signatures. Seems like a good place to start.
Something is stinging me. What is that?
That would be the Jasep. They're a sentient, spore-based colony life form. My records indicate they act to decompose any material that's alien to the mycelial network, like you, for example. Adjust your personal shields to this setting. It should protect you from their nibbling. Good. Whatever's happening with that Mokai tech hasn't spread here. Not yet, anyway. Take some samples from healthy spore clusters. We'll need them for comparison studies later. You really can't appreciate this place until you see it for yourself. This is serious. If the network is damaged beyond repair, it could end all life, everywhere.
Yeah, you told me about it before.
Hold your fire. I'm pretty sure she comes in peace.
Hello there, person I've met in a hologram simulation.
Outsiders. I am of the Jasep. We are people of this realm. We have met people of your realm before. Many of them have traveled here. Others from your realm have sent things that are hurting us. You must make this stop.
Patel, how is this possible? You were a hologram, and I watched you die as a hologram. Because somebody obviously didn't think to rewrite this part for the fucking characters that didn't actually go through that as real life events and instead went through that as a fucking simulation. Anyway.
I created this form to give the Jasep voice, to communicate with you. Based on your memories, Patel is compassionate, idealistic, someone who protects, someone like the Jasep.
I see. This is creepy, but you know, we appreciate the gesture.
We waste time. Strange devices have been brought here. They make the fungus sick. They are making the yield tree bloom.
Okay. We came to help if we can, but I can't understand your cryptic gibberish.
This yield tree she's talking about is bad news. The Jasep aren't fond of it, and with good reason. Its bark is toxic to them.
How did this happen? Patel creature thing.
There was a tear in the sky, and a device came through it from your realm. It gives off strange light and heat at all times. This is what brings the sickness and the poison. We know it. The device is deeper in the forest. I will take you to it, but you must stop it. You must.
We'll do what we
Let's
can.
keep moving. Looks like this device is deeper in the mycelial forest. Watch for visible signs of fungal corruption and yield tree growth. The more we see, the closer we'll be to the problem.
Understood. Or dilithium. Yeah, I'm coming.
We can use this to move quickly. It will let us travel through the network to another part of the realm.
I see. Ah!
Interesting. This might be a tardigrade birthing ground. Try not to scare the little ones, okay? I don't think we'd survive an encounter with an angry adult tardigrade, let alone several.
These scans won't hurt. You don't know a lot
The
about them.
liquid sources here may tell us more about them as well. Tardigrades can put themselves into a desiccated state to survive without water, but they still need it to remain active and to grow. Take a sample from the center of the pool. That should provide useful information.
Alright, let's scan the little ones and the water sources. Hey, don't mind me, I'm just scanning you.
Interesting. Even baby tardigrades are extremely tough.
Damn it, it ran away.
The tardigrades are of the realm. They live in harmony within the forest.
The fluid sample shows a high level of nucleotides and proteins. This serves not only as a liquid source for the local flora, but also a nutrient carrier. These proteins include compounds associated with the formation of neurotransmission and memory.
So the fluid is part of a nervous system within the network.
It's possible that the liquid carries information in the form of protein compounds, and that specific fungi may release chemicals into the fluid that allow for widespread communication.
And the mycelium are roots and vessels, while the waterways are neuron-like. And this just gets weirder. Disco added a lot of weird stuff. Alright, so I gotta scan one of these guys? Or are these the ones I already scanned? Did I already scan you? No, I didn't. Stand still.
These readings could be very helpful to us here. Understanding this ecosystem may be the key to healing it.
Agreed, but we need to press on. Oh, hey. Another one of those tunnel thingies. With the plants.
Look, see that? That's definitely not Klingon tech. It's running clean, too. No radiation or harmful emissions. Whatever it is, it's not part of the problem here. I'd like to take a closer look, if you don't mind.
Not at all. I like to learn more about it myself.
Curiouser and curiouser. This is Alachi tech. I wonder what they're doing in here. This device appears to collect spores floating in the atmosphere. Based on what we know about Alachi, I think it's collecting food for them.
Ilachi. Perhaps they have a connection to the network.
Alachi are, like the Jasep, part of this realm. They lived here before they went to serve and fight in your realm. Now some of them have returned.
The Alliance will want to know about this.
The Alachi don't have a lot of friends in the Alliance. I'd be worried about this information falling into the wrong hands. The last thing this place needs is a bunch of well-armed types stomping around looking for payback from the Alachi.
A valid point.
Incoming!
Where? Oh, right there.
Something's wrong with the Alachi. We have to sift it. Those
don't seem to be
Alachi
too
were of
happy.
the realm, but they were sick. Toxic, like the yield tree. Their devices were corrupt as well. If we cannot cure the Alachi, we must cull them from the realm before the sickness spreads.
Understood. We'll help them if we can.
You see? Look. Look here. It is corrupted. The device makes it grow in a strange, toxic way, and it spreads the sickness.
Must be getting closer to the device then. Sorry to waltz in on your home, guys, but apparently there's some shit we need to clean up.
Lots of yield tree growth here. That's not a good thing. The corruption is getting stronger. This fungi is being mutated by Hark Peng radiation. Not good.
I'm sure there's some buttons here I can push.
Looks like this used to be an Alachi research outpost. They were starting to build defense systems in response to incursions from our space. Bet you can't guess who's responsible for those.
Jula, so the Ilachi were trying to deal with this problem as well.
Unfortunately, the radiation from Ja'ula's tech had a negative effect on the Alachi. They began to mutate, and their higher brain functions started to deteriorate. Looks like a team decided to head deeper into the network to deal with the problem. There aren't any coherent entries after that.
Hello, KD East 18. Thank you for the raid. How was your stream? Anyway, I'm guessing they failed. Jula's tech is still operational.
We must go deeper into the network, toward the source of the corruption.
Very well, Patel. Let's keep moving. What were you streaming? Up into the sickness-inducing tunnel with a fucking flashbang at the end.
The device is close, you see? The yield trees, the corruption, they have spread through this area. Find the next node and jump. The source of the sickness must be in the next area.
No idea what WWE is. I mean, I can think of several potential combinations of words that would result in a WWE designation. Gotta find the evil tree. Is that the evil tree? Is that the evil tree that we need to stop? Evil tree of evil. The evil tree. This one doesn't look as happy as the others. Very red.
Something's wrong here. The radiation has mutated the hyphae grouping in this conduit. I can't compute its dynamic output ranges and adjust to compensate for the mutation. Long story short, we're stuck.
Patel, is there something you can do here?
No. The sickness has damaged it too much. I cannot speak to it and make it work. It must be navigated by the stamets. The living stamets.
What could the living stamets do differently than the hologram one we got right here, other than being fucking alive? How dare you chop down my tree, Delta?
The living stamets, the one who came here before, was part of the network, connected. He touched it with his mind. The living stamets could feel the flow of the network. That is how he guided his ship home through it.
Phil, you mean intuition? The living stamets guided discovery with intuition?
Yes, but this stamets does not think the same way. It thinks like a machine, not like the living.
How dare you use it for firewood? Can we teach this stamets to think that way, considering he's just a fucking
The
hologram?
memories and essence of the stamets from before are within the network. We may be able to bring them forth for you, so you can merge them with this stamets. What you need is within what grows here, and the fluid that connects and sustains it.
Alright, well, let's start collecting what we need.
The mycelial forest is a vast network, much like your computers. All you need to do is bring the memories you want to the surface.
How would I do that?
The water connects all the growth. Use it to compel the fronds to blossom and release the memories you seek. Watch carefully. When the fronds bloom, collect the spore memories from them.
Understood. Let's hope this weird shit works.
Quickly, go collect the spores before they dissipate.
Don't mind me, gentlemen, just collecting some fucking spores. Seriously,
You will
don't
need to
mind me.
collect more of the fluid.
Alright, you have a nice rest of your night, Katie. Thank you once again for the raid. Alright, you guys have fun shooting. I'm gonna collect more
You
of
will
this
need to
fucking
collect
fluid.
more of the fluid.
Yeah, I know, Patel. Shut up.
Quickly, go collect the spores before they dissipate. You will need to collect more of the fluid.
God damn it. Absolute assholes.
You will need to collect more of the fluid.
Yeah, I know, Patel.
Quickly,
I'm working on
go
it.
collect the spores before they dissipate. You have the spores. Now you must return to the place of memory. Together, we will make them rebuild the memory of what was.
Okay. This just gets weirder and weirder. Hey, Stamets, we're gonna stick you in some liquid. And have these spores poke you with sticks. I'm sure all of this makes some level of scientific sense.
Spores. They're the
the building blocks of energy across the universe.
Look how it interacts with the spores. It's as if
I don't know where to go.
you only do it for me, but I could be your dad. I do love it when you only do things for me. The thread that weaves life through space.
I so hoped you would find your way.
I can't even find my way out. Follow the music, Paul. I'm not going anywhere. Open your eyes.
Hugh? Okay. I know what I need to do here. Hugh. Now I know what it was like for you when you came back. Now it's my turn, except you're not here. None of you are. Burnham, Tilly, Saru, all of you. You're gone. It's just me now. What's left of me, at least.
Oh, great. We went and gave a hologram fucking, like, level of sentience and also, like, dread at the fact that all his friends are in, I think, loved one is dead. Or brother. I don't know. I never watched Disco. Anyway, are you alright? You seem to be having a midlife crisis.
I'm gonna need a moment here, okay? This is a lot to take in.
No offense, man. I get it. But at the same time, we got some shit to turn off, so you kind of have to hurry this up. Anyway, thank you for the stretch, Delta. Alright, Stamets, that was your moment.
Okay. Everything's all coming together in my head now. I can navigate the network again. I can do this.
Alright, welcome back, Lieutenant Commander.
We are alike now, both created for a purpose, but with the memories of someone else. The memories of a life not entirely our own. But we are alive.
You are. Your lives are your own.
Tell may be a living thing, but what about me? I'm a computer program, a simulation of a life once lived, and yet, I remember being him. I remember the thrill of discovering the mycelial network, the terror of the Klingon War, serving on Discovery, everything I felt when I lost Hugh, and everything I felt when he came back. All of it. Everything.
All important things and part of your life now. Congratulations, we gave you an existential crisis.
We were made, not born. But that alone does not define us. If we have all the memories, all the feelings, we can choose how to live, according to what we know and feel. We are as real as anyone. We are just made of different things.
You're Paul Stamets Part 2 Electric Boogaloo now, so if that is what you want.
You're giving me the chance to do what I want, to be who I want to be. Thank you. I've made my choice. Let's finish this. A lot of people are counting on us, counting on me. I can help, and I will. It's what Hugh would have wanted, and it's what I want.
Very well, let's get to work, Lieutenant Commander. Through the spicy tunnel air.
The sickness. It is strong here. It is dangerous. Already, many of the Alachi have become sick and corrupted.
Are we near the source, then?
There are 3 devices up ahead. You must disable them.
Let's take a look. Let's take them down, people. I'm sure they'll be fine when we fix
There
the
are the
problem,
devices
right?
up ahead.
That tardigrade over there doesn't seem bothered.
They are of the realm, but the sickness doesn't affect them. It should. They eat overgrown blooms. They drink the water. Somehow, they remain strong.
Something about them could be a solution to all this.
Right now, the radiation is creating more overgrowth than the tardigrades can eat. If we take out Ja'ula's device, the corruption will stop and the growth rate will return to normal. Then the tardigrades will eat the surplus overgrowth, corrupted or not. Given time, they should slowly bring the ecosystem back into balance.
Let's find that device and shut it down. Where is this tardigrade that we were referring to? Because I don't see it. Oh, there it is. Hey, how you doing? This looks to be a problem.
This could be tricky. We can't disable the probes without clearing the corrupted mycelium, and we can't do that without risking detonation. We're gonna need to think outside the box on this one.
I'm listening.
We need to convince a hungry tardigrade to come to the buffet table, so to speak. If we can lure one of them to the probes, it might clear the overgrowth to a point where we can safely disarm them.
Lure. A tardigrade. How do you propose we do that?
I'm thinking we use the healthy spore samples we collected earlier. If you're willing to wave a carrot in front of a hungry, practically indestructible, 8-legged horse.
It's worth a shot. I've got at least 7 lives left, I think. Hey, you. Hi. You. Get over here. Eat it.
The tardigrade's done. Disable that probe. Good work. Now lure the tardigrade to another probe.
Come on, boy.
The tardigrade's done. Disable that probe. Nice! Only one more to go.
Come on, boy.
The tardigrade's done. Disable that probe.
Man, tardigrade's going all feral on their ass. God damn it, where the hell did Terrell go? Oh, there's Zavara. Oh, Cola's got Terrell.
This is all starting to come together. Ja'ula's plan, that is. I think I understand what she's trying to do.
Alright, what do you have?
Ja'ula and House Mokai learn about classified Starfleet projects in 2256. She raids the Glen and discovers the spore drive, then steals all of the data on it. Unfortunately for her, Strahl corrupted the data before she stole it. So, when she made her spore-based superweapon, she was using bad data.
With tragic results.
She puts her shiny new toy on her flagship and joins the attack on Starbase 1. That didn't work out so well for her, though. Bad data, bad weapon. She pulls the trigger, and boom! It blows up in her face, and the explosion throws her into this century.
Her and many others.
Ja'ula works out the bugs in her weapon's design. She determines that mutated spores are a critical component, so she sets out to get more of them. That's where the probes come in. She fires them into the network, they beam out Hark-Peng radiation, spores mutate, and Ja'ula gets more ammo for her weapon of mass destruction.
Disturbing, but it makes sense.
Problem is, she didn't think it through. The radiation causes unexpected side effects, as we've seen firsthand. Somehow, I don't think Ja'ula is worried about collateral damage, though.
Agreed.
Knowledge is power. Now that we know what she's up to, we can take steps to put an end to her plan and protect the network from her actions. Hopefully, we'll be able to work with the Josep on this. Who knows, maybe the Alachi will join the fight. The same Alachi, that is.
We're gonna need all the help we can get on this, I think.
No argument there. Wait, did you hear that? Something's coming. Something big.
Now what? It's a fucking Reaper! I made a meme about this a while ago.
I'm gonna say that's not a good sign.
Man literally beamed down the only other direction of the other two just so they could point and tell him, hey, they're over there. You beamed down the wrong way, you asshole. Oh. Oh, they're surrounding us. Hey.
Do not fire. We are allies. Forgive me. It has been so long since I have used my voice.
Alright, I'm listening. Who are you?
I was Jarsev, a Romulan once. I am Ilachi now.
Are you reverting back to your original form?
Partially. My mind returns to the time before my change. The weapon is to blame. It corrupts some of us. Drives us mad. Others, like me, become fusions of Ilachi and what we were before. Wait. These weapons, they are not of your creation, are they?
No, the weapons were fired by Jewel, renegade Klingon
You
matriarch.
must stop her. Close the rifts. Destroy her weapons. If she continues this madness, she will utterly corrupt this realm. If that happens, it will break through into the void space, your realm, and destroy everything.
It's not gonna happen if I have anything to say about it.
You should return to your realm. Ja'ula's attack has angered other Ilachi. They are taking a fleet to destroy anything on the other side of the rift.
Like our ships.
You must leave now. Go to your realm and help your people while you can.
Thanks for your help, Patel.
It is our way. The Josep thank you for removing the sickness. We will work with Tarsev and other Alachi who wish to stand together against Ja'ula. We believe we will meet again, friends. Goodbye.
Till next time, then. Let's get back to the Andoria system.
We're receiving your data now. No sign of our House Mokai friends, but something's definitely happening with the rift. Based on what you found out in the network, we'll be able to close it, but we'll need to get several external readings before we're ready to try.
Work fast, Captain. House Mokai might return, and sooner than we'd like.
Riskava and Hoffman can head to opposite ends of the rift. From there, we should each be able to get a differential reading. Once we have enough data, you can use a deflector modulation to close the rift.
Let's make it happen. Watch your sensors for Mokai ships, though.
Those Alachi ships, they're using spore weapons. The launcher drive to make me
I hate the fact that the Alachi were retroactively given the store drive. But his little quip about it is pretty funny.
The Resolver is being fixed. We're ready to close the rift.
Well, we're doing what we can. But what we can ain't much. Why am I locked onto a fucking boarding party shovel? More power to the shields. Oh, hey, just when I think there isn't gonna be maybe more of them, there's more of them. Ow. Gotta make sure that most of the damage stays on the shields. My skills didn't get reset in the last time I looked, right? I mean, my traits, and they're fine. All right, forgot to collect these. Dice and like, no, we do still have 41 dice and just doing some bullshit while Alright, that one we can do. What about the other one? We might be able to do that one. I don't know if we still have enough. Nope, don't have enough for it. Oh well.
This is the Resolver. We finished our computation and are switching to defense.
Heads up! I'm moving a huge spike.
Oh, hello there. That's a dreadnought. One of many things I don't have the firepower to take out.
All Alliance forces. The Enterprise is here to help.
Oh, hey, the Enterprise. I'd love to, but I just blew up. Spent that entire battle not blowing up, only to get blown up at the end. When all the enemies are dead. Good job, everyone. We did it! Yeah! I'm not even over where the rift is. Yeah, the rift's all like fucking down there.
Wow, that actually worked. I can't say I didn't have doubts at first, but whew, well done. Not to rain on the parade here, but Ja'ula's still out there. As long as she has that weapon and the spores it needs to power it, this can happen again.
Well, you can count on the Lucari. We will do what we can to stop her. This isn't just a threat to our universe. There's a brilliant, wondrous realm lying beneath our conception of space. And it's in danger as well. We can't let harm come to it from our side of the cosmos.
Hey, I managed to beat it. I mean, the Enterprise showed up and beat it for me, but you know, I helped.
We stopped Ja'ula's attack and saved Andoria. I'd call that a good start. That rift, though, that's something you don't see every day, even in Starfleet. And I've seen some strange things in my time. It was good working with you all. I'll make sure Starfleet Command is updated. We'll do everything we can to bring Ja'ula to justice and put a stop to this campaign of hers.
About Ja'ula, she's going to go after any spores she can get her hands on. You're going to want to cut her off, the sooner the better. And I can help with that.
Your expertise would be most helpful, Commander.
Pretty sure you didn't bring me into all this for the charming conversation, though that is a definite bonus. I'll be glad to have something to do. It'll help me adjust to life as a sentient hologram. I've got a lot to process and a lot to catch up on.
A lot has changed since 2257.
That might be the understatement of the 25th century. Short term, I'll start putting together a list of known spore colonies. We need to keep an eye on those. If we're lucky, we'll catch Ja'ula before something like this happens again.
Keep me posted, Commander. This needs to end soon. We can leave Andoria on your orders, sir. Let's get the hell out of here. Not the most flattering shot of the Bunker Hill warping out of a system, but you know, it works.
What an extraordinary series of events. The mycelial network will be of great interest to the Lucari, I can assure you. Our own astromycologists will want to study it as soon as possible. I do hope the Alliance is able to put a swift end to Ja'ula's campaign. The thought of her using spores as part of a weapon, it's unsettling. If she's able to perfect that technology, no one will be safe from her wrath. Finally, please send my regards to Commander Stamets. It was such a pleasure to work with him, and I do wish him the best as he explores the galaxy in our time.
He's a lieutenant commander. Why does everyone keep saying he's a commander? Thanks. Choose one of the following. Yeah, that I feel really the illusion of choice. Yeah, sure, you can join the bridge crew. Though to be fair, you're probably not going to be doing fucking much. Anyway, hello, Becky Midnight.
A research team is analyzing spore colonies in the Donatu system. Their facilities are on a small moon there, but it's practically defenseless. Considering recent events, the Alliance wants to change that, and soon. They want us to go to Donatu and deploy defense satellites in orbit around the moon. Hopefully that will discourage anyone looking to harass the researchers or steal the spores.
Alright. Let's see who gets this fucking shield. Congratulations, Flores, you get the new shield. And everybody basically has a decent shield. Well, except for all of my not normal crew members. Let's see. How many more episodes do we have to go through before I'm done with this era that I don't like? a lot. Gotta go through a lot. I like these last two. These last two here are nice. I do like these. But the rest of this, besides Beneath the Skin having a nice bit here, there really isn't much that I like about this campaign. And the Klingon Civil War is kind of just... It's there. I don't think we needed another fucking Klingon Civil War in Star Trek lore, but you know... Can never have too many Klingon Civil Wars, I guess. Anyway, let's auto-navigate away from Andoria to our next destination. The Bunker Hill once again on its way. To explore and have to deal with the fucking shit that the Federation doesn't want to fucking deal with at the moment. You see this shit? The Federation don't want to deal with it, so they sent me in to deal with it. You know why they sent me in? I got 3 deflector dishes. I got this one, I got this one, and I got this one. 3 whole deflectors. Why do I need 3 whole deflectors? So that I can see the thing that's about to blow me up. Get it in high quality definition. Oh yeah, I forgot I have this. I don't need to travel slowly. I can use this and go faster. I can do the zooms. We can zoom. We have the power.
We're in luck. We made it here before Ja'ula. Let's get to work. Starfleet is studying a spore colony on the planetoid ahead. It's a scientific research facility. No weapons, shields only. If Ja'ula or her lackeys come to visit, they'll be sitting ducks. Fortunately, we're here.
Indeed.
We're carrying some defense satellites in the shuttle bay. Deploy them at dropping on points and arming weapons for a nasty surprise if she decides to raid this spore
Understood.
colony.
Let's get those satellites in place. Boy, this is a real shame. This is a real shame. Real shame. Real shame moment right here. Real shame. Real shame moment.
Okay, let's have a look. Sensors online, weapons active, shields at full. Good. Defense satellite Alpha is open and ready for business. May it never fire a shot. We've got more work to do here. Let's get the next satellite in place.
Let's get to deployment site beta.
Heads up! An Alachi fleet just dropped out of warp.
Oh, at least they wait until after I deployed the satellite this time. it'll do that to you sometimes, you know?
Let's get satellite Gamma online while we can.
Yeah, working on it. And by working on it, I mean I'm doing other Admiral shit that you wouldn't understand. Doing Admiral shit. That's what I'm up to. Admiral-based shenanigans.
More launch.
Not even literally, like, last mission, they were like, oh, we're the Alachi aren't that all that bad. Not even one mission later. Hey, the Alachi are beating the shit out of us. Again. Oh, great. Good to know that we dropped those torpedoes. Like, we literally just dropped them. They just fell out the bay. Didn't even hit the target. Just fell out the bay, off into deep space.
One satellite left to deploy. Let's get to work.
Yeah. Off we go.
They're hitting satellite Alpha again.
God damn it. I just built that thing. Fucking targeting the fucking boarding party crap. Kick on those afterburners. Shit. That thing just dropped a bunch of mines. Ah! Fuck it! Tractor mines!
Allotchi flagship.
Oh no, not a dreadnought. My abilities for reinforcements aren't recharged. I'm sure satellite beta can hold out. It is almost dead. Oh, no, never mind. That's just a battleship. Okay. Mildly more manageable, still not great.
Satellite gamma is damaged. Can you repair it? Satellite gamma is damaged. Can you repair it?
Shit. Get the satellite back. Get the satellite back. Oh, hey, Dyson's pretty hard. Nice.
Getting lots of good data coming in from the satellites. Looks like they're green across the board. Donatu Station sends their regards. There's a few dozen people down there who will sleep a little easier tonight thanks to our efforts.
They'll actually return. The station will be ready for them. Yeah, sure, because that turret really did... I mean, it did a number on them, but it didn't stop them.
The Allotchi, the Ferengi, the Orions, and hey, let's not forget about Ja'ula. Anyone tries to make a play for the Spore Colony, they're gonna regret it. But I digress. As much as I'd like to stick around and see what the researchers are up to, there's more work to be done.
Alright, let's get out of here. Warp Factor 3. Wrong button.
I'm picking up a distress signal from the Kern system. Kumarke's there with the Lucari research group. They were studying spore colonies in that system, but now I'm thinking they're fighting for their lives against House Mokai. We should give the Lucari a hand while we can.
Alright, we'll wrap things up here in a moment. Just gonna get us over to the next location, then we'll wrap things up for today. It's not too far away. Not too long of a flight. From point A to point B, back to point A, back to point B. That wasn't the button I wanted to push. Not doing too bad on dilithium this time. So to be fair, that is because we have a bunch of shit that we've gone through to get it. Yeah, if I was using that Emerald tab sooner, if I had decided to use the Emerald tab sooner, we definitely could have fucking gotten a lot more dilithium, so that I could have had a lot more Phoenix packs. Yeah, we're gonna wrap things up here. Wrong button. Wrong button. There we go. It took a few, but I got it. I remembered the button combination. I did it. I've done it. We've done it, lads. Anyway, we shall raid this bean. Thank you for everyone that stuck around to the end of today's stream. Don't forget to join the Discord if you ever want to just chill out with me when I'm off stream, or if you ever want to just have another way of knowing when I go live. Don't forget to check out the YouTube channel for previous VODs, especially the ones that take place in this little series that we've been doing, where it's been, let's see how far I can get in this fucking game with just a tier 1 ship. And so far, yes, the challenge has been broken a few times, but that was because of game requirements. And yes, I have swapped out the Bunker Hill once or twice for its bigger Constitution class cousin. But all in all, this game is still surprisingly completable with just a single, well, sometimes multiple tier 1 vessels, but most of the time it is completable with just a tier 1 ship, which is surprising to be the least. And don't forget to check out the Blue Sky if you ever want to have another way of knowing when I go live. And thanks again to, what was their name again? KD for the raid. Hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for those that stuck around to the end. Hope you enjoyed the person you're being sent off to, and see you all next time. Goodbye, everyone.